Hello guys, welcome to NASA. That in today's video, we'll talk about and highlight some of the best web series that are presently available on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Max, and other platforms. Also, don't expect any 2023 shows here because they are covered in our separate video series of new web series. This list of the top 10 web series features some of the best thriller, action, historical, and science fiction shows that you may or may not be familiar with. Also, do let us know in the comments how many of these shows you have seen, and which ones you are going to see. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Romulus. It is an epic historical drama series created by Matteo Ravir. The story takes place in medieval Rome around the 8th century and tells the narrative of Romulus, the founder and first ruler of Rome. The narrative explores the mythical tales and background of Romulus, his brother Remus, and the historical events that resulted in Rome's emergence into power. The show depicts the battles, disputes, and power struggles that established Rome's beginning, while giving a harsh and accurate depiction of the city's initial days. The series has superior production values, visually breathtaking filming, and rich setting layouts that perfectly capture the ambience of ancient Rome. Although the accuracy of the facts can vary, the bold storyline is quite well done. It's worth checking out if you're interested in historical dramas. Also, the series has been renewed for a second season. Number 9. Evil. It is a supernatural drama series created by Robert and Michelle King. It is one of the most underappreciated supernatural series, and if you enjoy this genre, you should absolutely check it out. The show has had 3 seasons so far, and has been renewed for a 4th. For those who are not familiar with this series, here is all the knowledge you need. The central plot centers around 3 people: Kristen Bouchard, a critical investigative psychologist, David Acosta, a priest, and Ben Shacker, a contract worker, who join up to look into paranormal occurrences, evil possessions, and other mysterious happenings. The setting may sound like a conventional, frightening storyline at first glance, but it is much more than that. With each passing season, the show's distinctive fusion of investigative storytelling, supernatural aspects, and cerebral suspense becomes stronger and better. The show's provocative examination of the essence of evil and the psychology of humans will prompt viewers to reevaluate their views concerning good and evil. Each episode has an intense feel of emotional drama, terror, and mystery, and there's a larger underlying plot that gradually develops with each season. Number 8. Under the Dome. It is a science fiction mystery series developed by Brian K. Vaughan. This will be a terrific choice if you want to see an interesting sci-fi mystery with an effective conclusion. The story of the show was completed in 3 seasons, with a total of 39 episodes. The show chronicles the narrative of the inhabitants of Chester's Mill, a little town in which a huge unbreakable roof dome arises out of nowhere and shuts them apart from every part of the world. Following the incident, the authorities and the armed forces began to place people outside the wall, in hopes of learning more and destroying it. As this occurs, the trapped occupants struggle to figure out how to stay alive on what they have, as they begin running out of supplies. In the midst of all of this, a group of individuals within the dome attempt to solve the difficult riddles in order to understand the purpose of the dome and its origins. The mystery around the dome and how it affects the people make the plot exciting and hold audience attention throughout. Although the addition of additional characters and subplots causes some of the focus in the 2nd and 3rd seasons to be lost, but overall it leads to an agreeable conclusion. Number 7. Katla. It is a mystery drama series created by Baltasar Kormaker and Sigurjant Jarkanson. It's undeniable that Netflix has an enormous global library of TV shows, and due to the many releases, some genuinely fantastic shows are frequently overlooked, and Katla is one of the shows that many people are still unaware of. The show takes place in the little community of Vik near the Katla Glacier. However, when an erupting volcano flares up, unbelievable occurrences begin, and strange behaviors start taking place. One of the weird incidents is the reappearance of persons who were thought to be dead. How and why is the mystery part of the show. The show is wonderfully shot, which adds to the overall look and impact of its mystery and character-centered storyline. The only negative aspects are its relatively confusing plot development and its dependence on Icelandic tradition, which might not connect with all audiences. In general, this show will appeal to those who like mysteries with a hint of the supernatural, and it had been renewed for a 2nd season. Number 6. My Name. It is a crime action thriller series directed by Kim Jin-min. The story is about Jae-yu, a woman who seeks retribution for the death of her dad. It all begins when Jae-yu's father dies in a strange accident, and she is forced to go underground to gain access to the strong gangster group that caused his death. The narrative is skillfully crafted, which reveals the characters' motives and mysteries bit by bit, while offering an impressive level of tension and action. The combat sequences are stunning to look at, and feature intense action scenes, deadly hand-to-hand fighting, and numerous edge-of-the-seat situations that enhance the suspense and drama of the main narrative. However, certain storyline aspects and characters lack development, lessening the story's weight, but its action, suspense, and emotional depth, along with its engaging premise, make the series well worth watching for fans of action and thrillers. Number 5. Alex Rider. It is a spy thriller series created by Guy Burt. The show is based on Anthony Horowitz's best-selling book series and chronicles the adventures of Alex Rider, a young spy. The first season follows Alex as he finds out about the murder of his secret spy uncle, and everything changes when he gets contacted by MI6 to assist in their investigation into his uncle's death and the odd killing of two well-known billionaires. Alex reluctantly takes on an alternate identity and travels secretly to Point Blanc, a distant boarding institution, whose administration is thought to be plotting a sinister plot that is somehow related to the assassination of billionaires. Essentially, the first season focuses on Alex's discovery of what the institution is doing. From the beginning, the story is gripping and exciting, providing a strong spy story that keeps you on the edge of your seat. There are some really amazing high-stakes action scenes in the show as Alex navigates his risky mission. Even though the plot seems repetitive at first, it makes sense in the bigger picture of things. And just because Alex is a teenager here does not mean it is an ordinary teen drama. The show is for grown-ups. All things considered, it's an excellent spy thriller with a thrilling plot that you shouldn't miss. Number 4. The White Princess. It is a historical drama miniseries directed by Jamie Payne and Alex Delineos. It is the follow-up to the White Queen series, and it recounts the narrative of Elizabeth of York, who marries King Henry VII of England. The show highlights Henry VII and Elizabeth of York's wedding, which ultimately closes the conflict known as the Wars of the Roses, by bringing together the families of Lancaster and York. However, their mistrust and jealousy toward one another, along with their families' political schemes, pose an imminent danger to the marriage and the stability of the kingdom. The story is loaded with political scheming that adds to the primary plot's intensity. The show also explores the complexities of the Wars of the Roses and their repercussions, offering an insight into the disputes and manipulation of power that defined that period. But the plot grows complicated and unconnected at points, and the narrative takes some liberties with actual events, which may affect your enjoyment of the series. Number 3. Tulsa King. It is a crime drama series created by Taylor Sheridan and Terrence Winter. One of the best shows of 2022. If you haven't seen it yet, add a try away, you won't be disappointed. The show is about mob leader Dwight Manfredi, who just served 25 years of imprisonment. After being set free, Manfredi finds that events have shifted and that the individuals he remembered are no longer the same. Rather than being welcomed by his organization, his leader transfers him to Tulsa in order to set up new operations. The story develops as Manfredi searches for fresh recruits to assist in the establishment of his business empire and encounters fresh enemies who interfere in his affairs. Simply put, Sylvester Stallone is the show's soul and heart. His fierce appearance delivers an extraordinary performance that effortlessly combines action and comedy. The show takes its time to establish the plot at first, but once that's done, it offers great entertainment and an energetic storyline full of insanity, dark humor, and an appealing connection that keeps you interested in every episode. Despite being a bit unconventional, the crime drama unquestionably provides a pleasurable experience, and its smartly written plot checks all the criteria for an extremely enjoyable series. Number 2. Peacemaker. It is a superhero action series created by James Gunn. It is a spin-off of the Suicide Squad from 2021 and centers on John Cena's character, Peacemaker. The show focuses on Peacemaker, who is pushed to enlist in the secretive Black Operations Unit in order to track down and kill viral butterflies that have infected humans all across the planet. Yes, it's an alien invasion scenario, but it's quite funny. The series combines comedy, action, and character-centered narrative while maintaining a sarcastic and wildly funny style. John Cena's portrayal of Peacemaker is a particular strength, as he contributes the muscle and comedic pace necessary for the role to work. You can also think of this series as the origin story of Peacemaker, as it delves deeper into his chaotic background. While some of the humor may irritate, the entire series is immensely enjoyable, thanks to its highly engaging story and characters. Number 1. The Wire. It is a crime drama series created by David Simon. In case you didn't know, this is one of the greatest TV series of all time, and if you haven't watched it yet, you should definitely put it on your watch list. The show unfolds in Baltimore, Maryland, and covers the financial and political concerns of the city, while focusing on the interrelated lives of a variety of characters, including lawmakers, criminals, policemen, and locals. The narrative centers on Detective James McNulty and his squad, who look into offenses and make every effort to protect the city. The show's greatest assets are its detailed depiction of city life, and the way it approaches difficult subjects like corruption, crime, and hunger, as well as the failed systems that support these issues. Each season explores one particular side of Baltimore, such as the educational system or the news industry, offering audiences a vast overview of the city. The narrative is superb and adopts a slow-burning approach, but what distinguishes this series from other crime dramas is that it includes the perspectives of retired policemen, reporters, and people in the community, providing a touch of authenticity. However, the show can be tricky for some, because there are numerous storylines and some unsatisfactory endings, but exceptional storytelling, great acting, and a direct portrayal of the urban environment make the show stand out. It is an absolute must-see. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.